Hello, welcome back. It is Sketchbook day number 7. I'm very happy. I'm halfway now because I'm not burnt out yet, but I feel very pressured to make an artwork every day, but I do want to stick to a schedule, so this was very good for that. Now today I'm painting this image of my sister. It's not supposed to look like her, so I'll just say I used her as a reference. And I just wanted to paint a girl with a lavender background because, well, my sister likes lavender, and with a little bit of purple hair. So that's what my goal was for today. This sketch I actually did a few days ago and I really liked it, but I wanted to put it on a video, so I was like, you know what, I'll save it for a day where I'm busier and I just want to be able to post something really quickly, and this was the day. So I did a more blocky background. I thought I added a little bit of something. It's something I've never tried before. So I kind of just mixed ivory white and a little bit of the lavender, which I'll link down below the actual color names. And then I kind of blocked them out little by little. Then I went in with my M-gram watercolors. I just love these ones. They're very easy to re-wet, and they also have really nice vibrant colors. Now for her skin, I used a mixture of trans red oxide, probably a little bit Indian yellow, and some, I don't remember, probably some phthalo blue. But yeah, I want to keep her skin more warm toned, so I didn't add a lot of phthalo blue. And I kind of went over her skin to give it a nice layer of water, and then I added the blush on top, which is quinacridone red or rose, I can't remember. I'll link it down below. But yeah, I put that on her, so when the blush kind of dropped in, it kind of spread out, so it creates more of a natural watercolor look instead of trying to force it to behave in a certain way. I also used gouache on her hair because I wanted to have that lavender look and I want to be very pigmented, and the watercolors I have right now don't really make that type of lavender and don't really give me that pigment. Well, I mean it does, but you kind of get what I'm saying. And then I went over that purple hair in watercolor, which I kind of regret. I shouldn't have went over watercolor and gouache. It just doesn't sit right or sit the same as it would on paper. It's a little bit more patchy, as you can tell. It doesn't have a nice smooth surface, but it's okay. Frizzy hair has texture, so we're just gonna roll with it. But yeah, so I layered it on top and I kind of started blending it down. The hair took me the longest probably. It was like a lot of back and forth of layering to get the right values and something I was happy with. I also really had to darken it up a lot because I wanted to make her hair look very gradient. So that was something that took a lot of time as well. Now I just wanted to take a quick minute and just talk about how I stay motivated through this art challenge. Even though it's not a long challenge, trying to make art every day and do a painting at least every day. I'm not planning on doing painting every day. I just like to paint personally. But doing that is very you have to find time for it. You have to find the right time for it, and it's not easy, especially when you have other things you have to do. You have to prioritize, your whole life. But yeah, so what I really do is I just try to focus on what do I want to paint in the moment. I try not to force anything. I know I like to paint people, I like to paint houses, I like to paint architecture, but I don't always feel like painting the same thing every day. So that's why a lot of these days I find I'm doing something different to kind of keep myself interested and to also help my motivation. I will say though, sometimes I'm just so tired at the end of the day and I'm just I just want something easy to do. So what I personally like to do is on a day I'm very motivated, I'll do a line art and I'll kind of leave it there just in case I have a day like this where I don't really want to spend too much time thinking about it. I just want to kind of smack something on the paper and kind of hope it sticks. So that's one of my tips. I also suggest looking at images. I don't mean images like other people's art per se. I mean actual photography. I feel like when I see something I think looks amazing, like a cool coffee shop or a cool face, I want to do it even more, and I'll screenshot it, send it to my laptop, and then I'll draw that, it's just chill. But yeah, those are my motivational tips. If you guys are interested in more of that, I can do a full video on it where I talk about it, but I'll just want to keep this one short. Anyways, back to the artwork. I kind of light washed her eyes, and which kind of makes it look like an ugly stage, and then I finally add the darker values, which gives her a lot more depth and makes her look more human. I'm adding all the shadows around the lips, around the eyes, and I'm doing a few more washes just to give her a little more blush. And then I go in with my fine liner. This one's finally starting to dry out after like 3 years of having it, but I probably will repurchase it. But yeah, so I went over her eyes. I gave her a wing, some eyelashes. I'm so sorry my hand shadows like covering your view, but you kind of get the point. And then I went over the rest of the image to give everything more definition, because I did not, at that point, I really didn't want to like go over again in watercolor, so I kind of just let the fine liner do the work, which is something I like doing, like layering them on top of each other. And that concludes the artwork, so you'll kind of see what it looks like in the end, but I really had fun doing this process. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you are interested in seeing more content from me, feel free to subscribe and get notifications. Otherwise, enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time!